This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jenkins. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot! Hot!
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. first down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Right side here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go now. 319! 319! Over! Hot!
A give. This is Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot! Hot!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gone! Now let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This is Howard on second down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch it now, Barney!
His throw incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. For the left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Over the middle, complete. That's Collier. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Lucky 56.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
He finds a man with a crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. For Nick Chubb, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating them.
Often the case. but by being able to adjust to anything they tried.